I'm Coach Innocent. Like I promised us, I was going to go into ICT Fundamental Part 1C. And today we'll be discussing on classification. What is classification? I want to classify a computer according to some specific parameters or features. We have classification according to size. We have classification according to purpose. We have classification according to age of technology. So there are 4 classes: classification according to size, classification according to purpose, classification according to data type, and classification according to age of technology. For classification according to data type, there are 3 basic types, namely the digital computer, the analog, and the hybrid. Now, the digital computer are those computers that operate through binary mode of operation, that is zeros and ones. We also have the typical example is like your desktop computer. When you key in information, it goes in as a number. It is captured by the control unit, which will now analyze and move it to the logical unit to be calculated, and in some in some seconds, before you blink your eyes, it has transformed back into the English form for you to view it. Now we have the analog, which is those computers that operate through physical quantities or physical mode of operation. Typical example is ultrasound machine, that when pregnant women goes to the hospital, it places a particular device on them and it monitors and displays the sex of the child and the possible date of delivery. We also have the hybrid computer. The hybrid computer shares features of both the digital and the analog computer. The hybrid computer, typical example of hybrid computer is weather forecasting machine that has the ability to capture signals that moves in this form and translate them into numbers for those meteorological workers to go and to see and predict the next day rainfall or environmental factor. So we also have classification according to purpose. Under classification according to purpose, there are 2: the special or dedicated purpose and the general purpose. For the special and dedicated purpose, we have there are computers that are designed specifically for a particular specific task or designed for a scientific task. A typical example is the money counting machine, the bank. All it does is to count money. We also have another example of fuel pumping machine. Cannot be used for any other thing except to pump fuel. So those computers are designed for a specific purpose. We also have the general purpose computer. These are computers that are designed for commercial purposes. They can be used for several things, like the desktop computer and laptop, and for design, for construction, and the rest of them. We also have the classification according to size, which are in 4 parts: the super mainframe, the mainframe, the mini, the micro. The super mainframe is very big computer, very large. They are very fast. They are multi-purpose. They are multitasking. They are several persons can use the computer at the same time. Yes, more than one person. At least 50 to 500 persons can use the computer at the same time. It's a very large computer. They are very big. They are used in very big industries. We also have the mainframe. Mainframe is also big, but not as big as super mainframe, but it's very fast. It's very expensive. It's multi-purpose, multitasking computer, and several persons can also use it at the same time. Then we have the classification according to age of technology. This classification has the first generation, which is between 1940s to 1950s. And this generation of computer make use of what we call vacuum tube. It produces a lot of heat and is very heavy, very bulky, and is very slow. So researchers went into research and developed a better one, which is the second generation between 1950s to 1960s. And this generation of computer makes use of what we call transistors. It is faster, it is more portable. Then we have another generation, the third generation between 1960s to 1970s. And this generation of computer gave birth to what we call the Pentium generation. Very fast. It makes use of what we call integrated circuits, ICs. These computers are very fast, very portable. That is when we start having Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, Pentium 4 before the Core I's. And also we have the fourth generation of computer. The fourth generation of computer is between 1970s and 1980s. These computers make use of microchips and very large scale integrated circuits. They are also very fast, they are super fast. Then we have the last generation, which is between 1980s to the present day. This generation of computers make use of what we call microchips and artificial intelligence. These are super fast computers. That is why recently you can use your voice, your thumbprint, your eyes, even you can scan a part of your body and use as your password, and it will go. And no number of persons that have, even if it's your blood brother, they can never have the same thumbprint or voice with you. So these computers are super intelligent. They are very fast sets of computer. So this is all about the classification of computer. So this is where I'm going to stop. In the next part of my tutorial, I will be teaching us on other aspects of the ICT in computer. And remember, gradually, by the time we are through with these fundamentals, we will go into programming, packages, and other part of the computer. Thank you for listening and watching. I am Coach Innocent. Like and subscribe. I love you all. Thank you very much.